Beloved, before this world ever learned your name, a decision had already echoed through eternity. It was not a random moment, not a passing chance, but a divine conclusion spoken with authority. Your life has always been guided, even in seasons when it felt uncertain. Every delay you questioned, every hidden struggle you carried in silence, has been seen, counted, and held with purpose. Nothing you went through was meaningless. What felt like waiting was preparation. What felt like loss was shaping you into strength. Heaven has kept record of it all, and that record cannot be erased or rewritten. As Scripture reminds us, the Lord will fulfill His purpose for me, Psalm 138:8. That means your story is not unfinished, and it is not forgotten. Now, what was once spoken in secret is beginning to rise into the light. Doors will open, clarity will come, and the truth of who you are will be revealed. This is not the beginning of your story. It is the unveiling of what was destined all along. Chosen one. There comes a moment in the life of every chosen one when everything shifts, not on the outside first, but deep within the unseen. A moment when heaven is no longer weighing the evidence, no longer allowing the back and forth of doubt, fear, and delay. The case surrounding your life reaches its conclusion. Every whisper that tried to diminish you, every trial that stretched you, every season that made you question if you were forgotten, all of it comes to a decisive end. And when God closes a case, no one has the authority to reopen it. The verdict has already been declared over you, and it is not uncertain, it is not fragile, it is victory. Understand this clearly. This victory was never something you had to earn by being perfect. It was established long before you ever had the chance to fail. Before your first breath, before your first mistake, before you ever doubted your own worth, God had already made His decision about you. As it is written, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Jeremiah 31:3. His choice was not based on your performance. It was rooted in His nature. That is why some parts of your journey felt so heavy, even unfair. Not because you were abandoned, and not because you were cursed, but because your life carries a depth that cannot be measured by ordinary standards. When God sets someone apart, He does not do it halfway. He commits fully. And with that comes a path that often looks confusing, even disappointing, to those who only see the surface. From the outside, it may have seemed like you were falling behind, like doors kept closing, like opportunities slipped away, like nothing was moving when it should have been. But what they could not see is what was happening beyond human understanding. In the unseen, everything was being aligned. Every delay had purpose. Every detour carried meaning. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Psalm 37:23. Even when you could not see the direction, your steps were never random. If your life were placed on trial, every failure would be presented. Every moment of weakness would be brought forward as evidence. The accuser would try to build a case to convince heaven that you are unworthy, that you are not enough. But before the argument could even take shape, God would speak. And when He speaks, it is final. If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans 8:31. The decision does not rest on your weakness. It stands on His purpose, and His purpose cannot be overturned. That is why you are still here. That is why, even in the moments when you felt like you were breaking, something within you refused to give up completely. You may have felt shattered, but you were never destroyed. There was something sustaining you that you could not explain. A quiet strength, a hidden grace. Even the moments no one saw mattered more than you realize. The times you chose to keep going in silence. The times you stayed faithful when it would have been easier to walk away. The small, unseen acts of obedience. You thought they were insignificant. You thought they went unnoticed. But heaven saw everything. For the eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to Him. 2 Chronicles 16-9. Nothing was missed, and when the verdict came, it was not whispered, it was not uncertain, it was clear, firm, and unchangeable. Victory belongs to you. That is also why the process felt so intense. You were not being crushed under pressure. You were being shaped with intention. God was removing everything that could not go where you were going. Every hardship carved something out of you. Every tear carried meaning, as it is written. After you have suffered a little while, He will restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast. 1 Peter 5:10. Your pain was not the end of your story. It was preparation. Listen closely. You are not waiting for God to decide who you are. That decision has already been made. You are not standing in uncertainty, hoping your destiny will somehow change. Your destiny was written with intention, and it cannot be erased. The world measures success by what can be seen, results, recognition, ease. But heaven measures something deeper, faith that endures, light that refuses to go out, even in darkness, strength that keeps standing, even when no one is watching. And that is exactly what you have carried. That is why you have always felt different. Why you could not fully fit into spaces that seemed enough for others. Why something within you kept searching for more, even when you could not explain it. Your soul has always known that you were made for something beyond the surface. To some, your journey may have looked like struggle without meaning. To others, like failure. But the truth is far greater than what they could see. Your life has been the careful shaping of a vessel formed with purpose, refined through pressure, and prepared to carry something eternal. And now, slowly but surely, what was hidden is beginning to be revealed. And here is what brings everything into focus. When heaven has already decided in your favor, the earth does not get to argue with that outcome. It may look delayed, it may seem unclear for a while, but what has been settled in the spirit will always find its way into the physical. God is not revisiting your case, He is revealing it. As it is written, the counsel of the Lord stands forever, the plans of His heart to all generations. Psalm 33-11. What He has spoken does not expire. So if you have been wondering why your life has felt like one long stretch of testing, take this as your confirmation. It was never endless. It was leading somewhere. The trial has already reached its conclusion. The case is closed, and the verdict has been secured in your favor. What remains now is not uncertainty, but manifestation. Soon, you will begin to see with your own eyes what your spirit has been holding on to all along. When God looks at you, He is not measuring you by your lowest moments. He is not replaying your mistakes or defining you by the nights you felt broken. His view of you is rooted in what He has already spoken over your life. As far as the east is from the west, so far has He removed our transgressions from us. Psalm 103-12. In His eyes, you are not your past. You are who He has called you to be, chosen, restored, and set apart with intention. That is why your perspective matters so deeply right now. If you continue to see your life only through what is visible, you may misread everything. You may think your calling is a burden. You may believe your preparation is punishment. You may even feel that being different means being alone. But when you begin to see through heaven's perspective, something changes within you. You begin to understand that being marked by God is not something to question. It is something to honor. The truth is, you were never created to live an ordinary life. If that were the case, your journey would have been simple, predictable, easy to explain. But it has not been that way, and there is a reason. You have carried things that required strength beyond your own. You have endured seasons that shaped you in ways comfort never could. And it is not because God takes pleasure in your struggle, but because He entrusted you with something greater. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine before others. Matthew 5:14-16. Light is only visible when it meets darkness. Right now, you do not need to wait for anyone else to confirm your worth. You do not need recognition, applause, or perfect circumstances to understand the value of your life. You can look at your own story, the moments you thought you would not survive, the strength that somehow carried you through, the faith you held on to, even when everything told you to give up, and see clearly that God has been present in every detail. Every tear has meaning. Every step has purpose. Nothing has been wasted. And that is why heaven recognized your life long before the world ever understood it. They noticed, even in moments you thought were invisible. They saw you keep going when the pressure should have crushed you. They saw you choose love when disappointment could have made you cold. They saw you hold on to faith when silence made it seem like nothing was changing. And now, it is time for you to see yourself through that same lens. Being chosen is not only about what is coming in the future. It is about who you are right now, in this very moment. You are living evidence that God still moves through ordinary people, that His strength does not require perfection to be revealed. As it is written, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in Him, and He helps me." Psalm 28:7. Your life is proof that endurance carries a quiet power the world often overlooks. Think about David. Before he was ever known as a king, he was a shepherd, overlooked, underestimated, and left out when his own family was called forward. Yet, God saw him differently. While others saw a boy, God saw a leader. Even after being anointed, David did not step immediately into the throne. He faced giants, ran from danger, and endured long seasons of waiting. But through it all, God was shaping him. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. 1 Samuel 16-7. David's journey was not delay for the sake of suffering. It was preparation for purpose. And your story has been forming something deeper within you. When you begin to see yourself as God sees you, your present starts to change. The weight you carry may still be there, but it no longer feels like something holding you down. It begins to feel like something strengthening you, like a crown formed through endurance rather than a chain formed through struggle. Your challenges are not signs of defeat. They are evidence of a life that carries meaning. Though you have not seen Him, you love Him and are filled with an inexpressible and glorious joy. 1 Peter 1-8. There is something within you that goes beyond what circumstances can define. And here is where it becomes powerful. The way you see yourself begins to shape what you experience. As you start to embrace the truth of who you are, things around you begin to shift. Doors that once seemed closed begin to open in unexpected ways. People respond differently to your presence. Opportunities appear without the same resistance you once faced. It is not random. It is alignment between what heaven has already declared and what you are now ready to receive. The version of you that God sees is not far away. It is not waiting years in the future. It already exists in His vision, whole, steady, unshaken. And as you begin to align your thoughts and your identity with that truth, it starts to take form in your life here and now. This is why you were never truly losing. Even when it looked like everything was falling apart, something deeper was taking shape. The setbacks did not erase you. They refined you. They revealed a strength you did not know you had. They uncovered the person God already saw from the beginning. And when you fully step into that identity, something beautiful happens. Your life begins to affect others in ways you cannot fully explain. You become more than someone with a story. You become a reflection of hope. People will feel it when they are around you, even if they cannot put it into words. A steady strength, a lasting love, a light that does not fade. One day, you will look back and understand. Every trial was not just something you survived. It became something meaningful, something that shaped your life into what it was always meant to be. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. Proverbs 4:18. Your story has always been moving toward light, so do not wait to recognize your worth. Do not delay your joy, thinking it belongs somewhere ahead. Right now, heaven already sees you clearly. The decision has already been made. Lift your head. Let go of what has already been settled. Stop holding on to doubts that no longer define you. The final word has already been spoken. You are chosen. You are strong. You are living proof. And as you walk in that truth, your life will begin to reflect what heaven declared long ago. The case is closed. Victory is not coming. It is already yours. Thank you for staying with this message and allowing it to truly reach your heart. In a world that constantly pulls your attention in every direction, you chose to slow down, to listen, and to reconnect with something deeper within yourself. That choice matters more than you realize. If these words spoke to you, even in a small way, I invite you to comment "Amen" below. Not for anyone else, but as a quiet moment between you and God. A simple way of saying, I accept who I am becoming. I choose to walk in the truth that has already been spoken over my life. If someone came to your mind while listening, don't ignore that feeling. Share this message with them. It might be exactly what they need right now. And if you feel like you are in a season of growth and transformation, stay connected. There is more ahead for you. More clarity, more strength, more peace waiting to unfold. Stay grounded, stay faithful, and keep walking in the victory that is already yours.